Okay, we are recording. Hello, everyone. This is Glossop Improv makes a scene with, and today I'm making a scene with
Vince Bowers.
the wonderful Vince Bowers, who is a member of Glossop Improv, and is very kindly said that he would be happy to do a scene with me. Now, you might have noticed that this didn't begin with the usual. Is it streaming? Is that going on to Facebook? That's because we're pre-recording this one. But we'll still be using suggestions that we have garnered from the good people at Glossop Improv. So we've got 4 suggestions, Vince. So pick a number between 1 and 4.
2.
2. Okay, suggestion number 2 is repentant. That's a suggestion of our very own Seki Tabaswaras.
All right.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, repentant.
Well, here we are again.
Yeah.
So, what are we going to talk about then?
Well, let's just address the elephant in the room, as it were.
Elephant in the room. Well, perhaps you ought to enlighten me. You called this meeting, so far away.
Well, as you know, Jeff, your attendance has been being monitored recently, as has your computer usage. So I'd really like it if you would just explain to me the many instances of lateness. And so I think we'd be better to address one thing at a time. So let's just start with the timekeeping issue. Just what's been going on?
Well, as you know, I drive an old car. It lets me down from time to time. It's not the best starter in the world, especially on these increasingly cold evenings and mornings, which is invariably when I do try and first start the car.
Okay, so you're saying that that's the reason you've been late every day the past 2 weeks?
Okay, well, not every day, perhaps. There have been 1 or 2 oversleeping issues, let's say. My alarm clock is so unreliable. Perhaps I ought to buy myself a new one. There you go. I'll buy myself a new alarm clock. That'll sort things out.
Okay, Jeff. I mean, obviously, it's good that you want to take steps to remedy the lateness, but it has been fairly consistent, and we've told you about this, Jeff. We've given you lots of chances so far. I mean, how can I be sure that you're actually going to change your ways this time?
Well, it's not entirely my fault. You know, it's technical issues. Alarm clock, car, laces break all the time, you know. But I will make more of an effort. How's that?
Well, that's a start. That is a start. The other issue, you've been having some personal correspondence during the day using your work email.
Oh, I didn't realise you monitored it that closely.
Well, you did know that you were under special measures here and that we would be taking a closer look at you. And it is within the IT policy that we can monitor staff's internet usage without informing them. So we did tell you that we'd be looking more closely.
So you did. So you did, yes.
Look, I know that things have been difficult for you at home recently. I appreciate that, and you know, we all have personal lives, and yeah, sometimes they will follow us into work. But I mean, just the sheer volume of emails that you've been sending back and forth with Sandra. I mean,
Oh, you know about Sandra?
yes.
Crikey. Realised you knew about Sandra. Well, yeah. Things have been difficult, you know. We've been up and down a bit, and we're going through a bit of a difficult patch. But I'm sure we'll be back on track very soon. I mean, as long as she keeps away from that fella in the post room. I don't want to say his name. You know who I mean.
Yeah. The thing is that just the more graphic content of some of the emails between you and Sandra, it's just not appropriate. You know, if this got out, then you know how this looks. You know, we produce kids television. We're all expected to uphold certain moral standards, and you know, we've had leaked emails and things before, and you know, you're one of our best guys, Jeff, and
Oh, thanks, Jane. I appreciate that.
and you know, we really want to keep you on, but you know, you're making things very difficult for us.
Look, I'll turn over a new leaf. How's that? Now I'll stop the emails. You know, yeah, you're right. Things have been getting a bit out of hand. I was just trying to remind Sandra of the good days. You know, that was all. When we used to have a bit of fun and everything was great. But I'll put a stop to that.
Okay. Well, those are the two kind of main strands of what I wanted to talk to you about. But there is it's just a minor thing.
More? There's more?
Yeah, I don't it's difficult to broach, really. There's one of the costume staff that is responsible for your costumes. You know, when you're doing the skits and the sketches and things.
Yeah.
She's noticed that perhaps there's a slight hygiene issue. I mean, you know, maybe it's because you're late and you're in a rush, so you maybe don't have time to you know to see to that. But is that something that you've been told about before?
No, I don't think so. Are you telling me I've got a Billy Ocean problem? Is that what you're saying?
Look, Jeff, I mean, you know, like I said, we all have personal lives. Sometimes we all smell. I mean, you know, if I come into work after having just been to the gym, I mean, there's been times when I've gone, oh, wow, I need to put on a bit of deodorant, you know?
Yes, of course. Okay, you know, I've been in a hurry. I've had to leave in a hurry, or I've had to tinker with the car in the mornings, or you know. So yeah, I've not always had time for a shower. Yeah, I'll tell you know. Okay.
we have showers here, you know, because there's the gym block downstairs. So, you know, I'm more than happy for you. You know, if you get in,
I know, but
you know,
I
if you
don't
get in
want
a
you
bit
to.
earlier, then you know I'm happy for you to have a shower just before you get changed. That's absolutely fine.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. I'll do my best. True. Although, what will you do about the plumbing issues in the shower?
Plumbing.
Yes. Well, certainly in the gents' side. I don't know about the ladies, but certainly in the gents' side.
Yeah, the
Gurgling noises down there, and things don't always drain away, do they?
no, that's another point that I just wanted to check with you, Jeff. Um, certain male colleagues have noticed that these plumbing problems seem to be a little more prevalent after you've used the facilities.
So, are you saying that I'm causing the plumbing problems?
I'm not trying to apportion blame. I'm just saying. Are you aware of? Are they? You know, is it like that when you go in? Because if it is, then that's fine. You can just, you know. But please, there are numbers up to call the cleaners and the maintenance staff. So you know, if you do find it in
Oh,
that
I always
state,
report it afterwards. I mean, obviously, I don't notice it when I'm.
you always report it afterwards.
Well, yes, of course. I only hear it while I'm in the, the cubicles using the facilities.
Yeah, I mean,
Of
it's
all the issues.
yeah. The issue is, I'm starting to wonder whether this might be connected to the previous issue that I mentioned as well.
The previous issue?
How is your general health, Jeff?
Crikey, you really go into depth, don't you?
No, I mean, I just want to check that you're generally okay.
I have a few digestive problems from time to time. Nothing to
Right.
cope with though. Yeah.
Do you know what, Jeff? I think perhaps the next step is for me to perhaps arrange a medical for you with that. You know, because obviously, like we have the healthcare plan here, and you can access it anytime, and you know we've got either they could put you in touch with perhaps a nutritionist or somebody that specialises in bowel.
Bowels. Yeah, I guess yeah, of course.
Great. Okay, great.
I'll see the medic. Absolutely, of course I will, Jane. Anything to, anything to please you. I only want to get things back on track.
Great. That's really good to hear, Jeff. Because, like I say, you are a really valued member of the team here. It just wouldn't be the same show without you. And
Oh,
and
well,
obviously, all the kids love you. And
do they? Well, that's good to hear.
yeah, of course. We're always getting tons of letters about you, and they're just, you're one of our most popular presenters, and it's just a few little things that we just need to iron out. So I'm just going to check that we've got everything here. So lateness, you're going to buy an alarm. You're going to try and make
No
sure
alarm
that
clock. First thing.
great.
On the way home this evening.
Fantastic. Emails to Sandra, you're going to curb those, aren't you? You're going to maybe just use your personal email and just try and keep it outside of work time.
Of course, Jane. Of course.
And then you're gonna speak to that. And the general health check should iron out the rest of it. Yeah.
Absolutely, Jane. Absolutely. But by the way,
Yes, Jeff.
You don't know where Sandra is right now, do you?
I think she's in the post room.
She doesn't love me anymore.
I think I'll just add a counselling session to that as well.
Of course, I'm so sorry. I can't tell
No
you how
problem at all, Jeff.
sorry I am.
You go get yourself a cup of tea.
Thanks, Jane.
You're welcome, Jeff.
You're the best boss, Jane. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Later.
See you.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. And scene! Oh no, he's actually gone.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Vince. I just want to point out to everybody that's watching, Vince actually smells lovely in real life. All of that was absolutely no reflection of Vince. Oh, thank you so much for that, Vince. That was a
Well, thank you. That went to a direction I wasn't expecting. It's good fun.
Cool. Seeing as I have you here, I'd like to talk to you a bit about how you got into improv and your performing life in general, because I know you are a man of many, many talents. You're an actor, you do some writing. I've heard that you've got a very good singing voice. I heard that at Christmas.
Did you? Oh
yes.
yes.
You were singing carols. Yeah. Lovely voice. So yeah, tell me a bit about your performing history.
Oh, okay. I first got into performing around about the age of 28 to 30, somewhere around there. A neighbour bullied me into joining the local Amdram Society, or Amateur Operatic Society as it was then, because we would gather at different houses having dinner parties, and she always played the piano and we'd gather around the piano and sing and so on. So through that she bullied me to join the local Amateur Operatic Society. Got on stage for the very first time, thoroughly enjoyed it and never looked back.
Oh, sounds lovely.
It's good fun.
So was Glossop Improv your first introduction to improv, or did you do some before that?
No, Glossop Improv is my very first introduction to the world of improvisation.
Excellent.
I remember how I heard about you guys. It was probably through the Partington website or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm very glad that you did find us, because you are one of the stars of our
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a great thing to do. It really does help with various aspects of performing.
What do you think it helps with that maybe other types of performing might not? Sorry, I feel like I've interviewed, like that was a proper interview question. So what do you think? Yeah.
Well, thinking on your feet, I think, is the first thing. Trying to give, obviously keeping in step with the storyline, if an intro, positive offer to someone who might be in trouble, in order for them to come back at you with something else, or to continue with a performance as was or should have been. But also it's helped tremendously with the listening aspect and you know and so on.
Yeah, I think it's really good for that. Learning to kind of be in the scene rather than just thinking like, what's coming next, because you don't know what's coming next. You just go, okay, all I can do is connect with whoever I'm in the scene with, and hope that together we can sort of muddle through. Yeah, so that can be very useful, I find, for scripted stuff as well, because it means that when somebody else misses a cue, or a prop is missing, as has happened to me a few times, you're just able to go, oh, okay, I can just go around this until it's
You kind of ride.
fixed.
I guess the way I would put it is, it helps you to ride the storm rather than panic or get flustered.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have a favourite improv game or exercise?
I think you know what I'm going to say. Jimmy the Pigeon would be one of my favourite.
Jimmy the Pigeon. Yeah, for those of you that are watching that haven't experienced the joy that is Jimmy the Pigeon, it's what's called a walk forward game, and it's very funny. Everybody is a kind of a mobster, gangstery character, and it starts with something that sounds a bit like. Go on, Vince, do it for us.
Do you know Jimmy the Pigeon?
And the other person would say, no. And then Vince would respond by giving the reason why he's called Jimmy the Pigeon. And then you do that with various objects like Jimmy the vase, Jimmy the pen, all sorts. But because Vince is such a fantastic voice actor and has got a real penchant for gangster voices, everybody loves it when Vince is there for Jimmy the Pigeon. In fact, it's got to the point. Sorry.
Any voice games are great for me.
Yeah.
I like to play with the voice, but also the 3-line scenes. I find them fun as well.
Yeah. There's such a good training game to just sharpen everything up. It's one that I go back to. I think it was probably one of the first games I ever did in improv a very, very long time ago, and it's still the main one that I go to because I think it's so good for just getting you to think about, okay, I need to establish these things, and then we know where we are.
Yeah, as long as you keep that in mind and you give a good strong offer if you're first in, or a good strong return, then scene can, even in 3 lines, can be really funny, really entertaining, really good. Yeah.
Excellent. Do you have anything that you wish to promote? Any groups you're a part of, or anything like that, or things coming?
Other than the world famous Glossop Improv, I don't have anything else to promote. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, then I shall let you go for the rest of the evening. So I'm about to finish recording. So say goodbye to all of our viewers. Bye, everyone.
Bye, viewers. Bye.